Hello all, welcome back to Howzzat Cuz. This is this week's Women's World Cup review, the T20 World Cup, which is going on, and people you need to pay attention to it. I know FIFA is going on around, and there's a lot going on with Ben Stokes and all of it, but there is a Women's T20 World Cup that is going on around, and some few teams are performing really well, few teams are disappointing us. We'll go over the all the things that have gone till this week. First, going
Yeah,
up with the Australian team, man. What is that team, man? That team is batting so well, bowling so well. They're again back. I feel in between when they had both of the big retirements that has happened, they stumbled a bit, but now I think things are back to as a clockwork. What is that team? They can bat till 11 and ball till
yeah, yeah.
except for the keeper. Everybody can ball. Maybe someday the keeper will take the gloves out and will be like, okay, I'll ball and get you wickets.
There are there are two keepers. Like anybody will be like, yeah, yeah, give me the gloves. I will keep. You go ball. What is that team, man? Like it's a scary, scary team. And you,
Man,
I mean, the way the ease with which everyone has the potential to bat at 170, like we thought men's game has evolved, but maybe we have to now start looking at women's game as well, where even their strike rates are going up, and with like boundaries larger than that of IPL. So that's true. That yeah, and like the power and the way even bowling wise, they are not even like letting people score more than 150, like the lower ranked teams. They're not making them score more than 150-ish. So it's a scary lineup. Like only one team now I can see that can beat them. Will they? Is the question. Who, India? Yeah. I am I am
yeah,
doubtful, but yeah, go.
yeah, it is a scary team. Like considering how I think I think this might be one of the greatest teams ever assembled together. I
Yeah.
think a lot of the credit would go to Big Bash, where I think one thing that I would credit Australia, the shitty way which they run the men's BBL, but they run the women's BBL really well, and the talent that the women's BBL is oozing out is really, really great. That is
And it's
something.
more fun to watch as well, the women's BPL than the men's BPL. What is men's BPL? Which come when BBL will arrive, we will also arrive. We have so many things to like say for that as well.
So I think that is where I think even the way in which the women's game is evolving, it will be inspirational considering even last week we said women's game is becoming more like a family where families can go and watch. But now it's not only that, it's now becoming even more entertaining, where people are coming, playing their heart out. I
Yeah,
really think this Australian team, it's theirs to lose. So hot take
it's hard.
from me.
Yeah.
Last week I was not convinced that much, but this week I would say it's Australian women teams to lose and Indian women's teams to win. So
Also, like, would we see any greats? I don't think Perry had played that big knock yet. No, she hasn't played a big knock, but with the ball, she has been brilliant against Bangladesh, where she was the man of the match. Yeah, so the big knock of Perry is yet to come. The But big knock of I mean, think about it, right? You lost Litchfield for 3 games, and that did not dent Australia in any way.
no, but
Uh,
Litchfield played one game, right? She scored
yeah, she played the
were
first
50.
game. Yeah, she Yeah. played the first game. She got injured. She's out for 3 games. And then, even then, it doesn't matter. They still score 219 with Georgia Wall and Beth Mooney like scoring out of the skin. So who came in? Tyler
Magra
McGrath came. No,
No, no, Beth Mooney came in if I'm not wrong.
no, no, no. Mooney was Mooney there. Was there. Litchfield plays three. So that women's team,
Annabella
anybody can.
Sutherland. Sutherland came in.
Sunderland. Sutherland, yeah,
Sutherland came in.
Sutherland.
So
Wow.
they moved
Uh,
everybody one up. So that is the flexibility of this batting lineup, right? Where you
can
lost a number three, instead of bringing a number three, what you bought is, okay, I'm going to shore up my bowling a bit more, and I'm going to bring in one of one of really good all rounders, and I'll push everybody one up. So I think
so I have a question. Is this Australian team, can we compare it to Barca Femini?
Yeah, I mean, but Barcelona still has to beat Olympic Lionesses, right? In terms of Champions League. So I still think the Australian team is still elite on top. There's nobody who has reached it yet.
Yeah, but think about it in La Liga. Who comes
No,
close?
not like that. You have to take it in the global way, right?
So
In the
in
global domination, it is Australia and nobody else. So in the same way, it'll take time for Barca Femini, but they might reach there soon enough.
and
no,
Barca
and
Femini is scary.
yeah. So
Yeah,
the thing is how you put this, right? It's you put Australian women team, it's any tournament that they enter, it's theirs to lose. Like in
yeah,
between
Yeah.
it changed, but now again, like initially, like it used to be that it's theirs to lose, and everybody else were competing. So even now, right, if you see the tiers, it's them, and then you have three, four teams clustered together in India, England, based on
South
the
Africa.
tournament and their form that they're coming into it. So that is the difference, right? The amount of difference this team, and it's not for it has been for what, 10 years now, 10, 12 years they have been in that position. So that is what is more scary, right? The continuous generation of new talent that comes in, that picks up the pieces. And see, you felt, who should I? Everybody thought the natural leader after uh, Meg Lanning was either Elise Perry or somebody in that, but you went with Sophie Millox. You fudged everybody, and it's showing why, because you knew that there's something in Sophie Millox that nobody else saw. So that is where when this it comes in for me. Like, wow, the that team is something else for me.
Yeah. And then moving on to India wins against Pakistan. We shouldn't call it a rivalry anymore.
It's a ritual. It's not a
Yeah, it
rivalry.
is pretty one-sided. We completely outbatted, outbowled them. Great knock by Smriti, but yeah, brilliant bowling by Deepthi.
Dipti, 5-4.
5-4. So
She's the only person with multiple 5-4s in big tournaments. So that
I think
says
she's
what.
like across teams, even for men's
Yeah.
and women's Indian team. I think the value of Deepthi is, I think Deepthi is one of the most underrated and undervalued player in Indian cricket. I think she should be looked at a bit more. She should have a lot more elite status than what she what she's currently getting. She should get a far more higher elite status than what she gets. I think the if Smriti is the brains of this team, and if Harman is the heart of this team, Deepthi is the soul of this team. She does everything for this team. From, if you want her, she can come up and bat if there is a collapse.
yeah,
If you want her, she comes up and closes the innings. If you want her to ball, open the bowling, she'll come and open the bowling for you. If you want to ball her at death, so no matter where you want, there is there is no more utility player than what Deepthi is. Right? Maybe Washi should take lessons from Deepthi on what to do and how to do it.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
And one more, like a major heartbreak for all the Indian fans that Shreya Patil is injured. So that game, like the ankle twist and everything, that is quite unfortunate for all the Indian fans out there. Like, and even for her, that she was looking really good, but unfortunately now she is injured. So I hope she recovers well and comes back as
It
quick
is
as.
very heartbreaking, but the amount of time she gets injured, I think maybe international cricket. I mean, I'm not sure. Like the amount of injuries that go on with her, it's very surprising and yeah,
Yeah,
But you can't also deny that she is one of the greatest talents in
yeah,
recent times.
yeah. I'm not denying it, but yeah, it's
I think there is
unfortunate.
Yeah,
injuries that
there's there's something with her that needs to be looked at. Maybe there is some history with the, I think it's second injury, right, for her.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what was the last injury. It was also around, I don't remember. But yeah, there's something that needs to be looked at, maybe a bit more time with NCA trying to look at what has happened rather than us trying to be hasty, the talent that
Yeah.
she is in hasty in trying to bring her back, rather than us, rather than, because we have some really good cohort of spinners and you can take time with her seeing, okay, what has happened, considering how talented she is, maybe have her a longer rehab and stress what is happening and then come up with a solution for it. And
I was,
yeah,
uh, I think, anything else on Indian
Yeah,
cricket?
Indian second match against Netherlands where we hit 209 with our opening batters this like just being brilliant, and 100 partnership with both Shafali and Smriti scoring 50s. And it was a great gesture by Smriti. So there was a Netherlands bowler, I forget her name. She bowled like a 12 ball over, and then after that over, Smriti just went and batted her back, just saying that it happens, that's fine. So yeah, that was a good sign from her. But yeah, we did the rudimentary work with the ball as well, with Srichani taking four and Shefali taking over the bowling after
Destroying with the bat.
and with the ball
Yeah.
taking three again. So yeah, that was a brilliant game. It is looking very so now. Currently, we are watching Bangladesh versus Pakistan, and
if you want to
Pakistan.
know what time we are recording this, it was
Yeah,
Bangladesh
and
versus
Pakistan is
Pakistan women's cricket game. We are
and
watching it
Pakistan is
instead of
about to
watching
lose.
England versus New Zealand test team.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And Bangladesh will do the unthinkable of beating Pakistan. Yeah, Pakistan will lose three matches now, which would be very. I mean, I don't understand. I think Waqar is with the Pakistan
no,
Yeah,
team.
he's the
Wabrias with the
Bob
Okay.
Bob Riaz is the head coach.
yeah. So yeah, I think the unfortunate returns, the over dependent on Fatima Sana Sheikh is well
Yeah.
documented with Pakistani team. I don't know. I keep on saying the English media, mainly Mr. Nasir Hussain came out and said Pakistani players should be involved in leagues around the world. I'm like, if for that they need to be have like you people are paying money, right? It's not that
Yeah.
people are
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
picking them. There is a reason why Fatima Sana Sheikh plays leagues, like I think even Birmingham signed her because that there is the talent. You cannot expect, it is not, nobody is, they need, I don't know, somehow sometimes I feel that English grades come from a point of charity and say, hey, why can't you play her? It's just a league. It's not a league. Leagues are the heart and blood of the cricket. You do not want to see, you cannot have players who are not performing at a caliber continuously and delivering in those league setups anymore. The leagues are becoming a
Even
place where you are breeding players. I know you want
even
to.
Bangladesh is not that big of a side, right? How can a Bangladesh be so clinical against Pakistan?
Hmm,
Like, there's no, you are not even close to Bangladesh at this point of time. How bad is the cricket there?
yeah,
That is the most more surprising part.
yeah.
For context, Pakistan need
33 of 8
With 2 wickets in hand, so
with two wickets in hand.
which is not happening.
No. So,
Yeah, so that is where it is. I think I
I mean,
sometimes
yeah,
feel
maybe they were unlucky in that South Africa game where, but again, it was a one-man show where Fatima batted and then she bowled as well brilliantly, but only those two catches that she
see,
dropped
if
that
if
lead.
if you're dropping catches, it's not unlucky.
Yeah.
You are not catching. It is, so it is what it is. It, you cannot discount saying catches are not luck anymore. Catches used to be luck, but now catches are integral part of this, of the modern cricket game. If you're dropping
Ask
catches, you're losing games. There is
ask
no
New
excuse for
ask
it.
Punjab.
no, ask New Zealand women's cricket team.
Ask
Yeah.
anyone. Ask anyone. Like now, they are going to say. If somebody is saying catches are luck, then they are not watching cricket. They're just coming off some old knowledge of cricket and saying, oh, batters are batters, bowlers are bowlers, and fielding is an afterthought. It's then then you are in a stone age, and buddy, you have to relook at what you're doing. So I think you missing catches and saying it was luck is not there, and I think that is where it is at. And I feel bad for Pakistani cricket, but I feel I feel the English cricket should stop saying these things of why can't you include Pakistani player here?
Yeah.
It is not people. These leagues are not run. These leagues are not your clubs where you hand out things. I don't know how to put it as handout, but they are far more competitive leagues where you want the competition, where you have people watching day in and day out, and that is adding fans for you, that is adding revenue for you. You cannot randomly place in a player simply because you want to develop them. There should be a talent and a belief that they can perform. If Fatima Sana Sheikh is performing, she'll get chances. If somebody has to perform, somebody has to. Pakistan has to grow that internally to produce players of at least. I'm not saying they should be talented, like they should be a top-notch talent to be picked up, but they should be able to at least do what at least 50% of what Fatima Sana Sheikh is doing. Then they'll definitely be picked in those leagues. And for the context, I think it's done. I think they now need incredible number of runs, 28 runs from 4 balls, which is not happening. So, yeah. And then
Yeah.
moving on
Moving on
from
to
New Zealand
another.
cricket team, which
Yeah.
disappointed us the most this World Cup. I think they were both thoughts of the schools going into this tournament, saying that they might not perform, or they might. Everybody thought they might perform because of Miss Kerr and uh, who is that? Sophie
Bates.
Devine.
Sophie Devine.
Divine.
Yeah, but somehow it didn't work out for them, considering they were the champions last time, and this time I think they lost all their games till they played, or they won just
No,
won
no,
one.
they won one.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a really disappointing way seeing New Zealand
They
the way
won
they
against
played.
Ireland, but even that looked difficult at a point of time.
Yeah, when Ireland were what they won by 4 runs against Ireland,
4 runs. Yeah.
which is you don't expect Ireland to come so close to beating New Zealand, right? 4 runs is
Yeah.
just a one boundary away. You know how boundaries can be scored, and New Zealand have suffered because of it. So it was just one. They were just one boundary away from losing to Ireland, which I felt. I don't know. I don't know what is there something what has happened with this New Zealand team. They might have to relook at something. I don't know. What do you think? What has gone wrong with New Zealand team?
Uh, I mean, again, this is again that thing, right? Where they want Milliker, the batter and bowler, both to do well. And even then, you need one, two more performances that has to go your way for you to win. It happened against Ireland, but it did not happen as such against Sri Lanka. So that is what maybe lets you down always. E-
Also, second thing, catches wins your matches. You have to take catches. Like in that England versus England when they were playing, if they would have taken those chances and if they would have uh, like took catches at right moments, you might see England in this position where New Zealand is currently. Because England also didn't perform well. Like they didn't
I mean,
beat Scotland convincingly. It was just
Uh,
a very near game. So in that way, I'm just saying like you are expecting a lot of things from just Kerr and Divine.
Divine. Their bowling was not that great against Sri Lanka. That is why you lost that game.
Uh, Sorry to interrupt, but to all the Bangladeshi fans, congratulations! You have finally broken the barrier and beat Pakistan in a good match for you guys. Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
Yeah.
continue.
Uh, then moving on to West Indies. I mean, that match was very interesting against Scotland, where we thought Scotland is almost through, and then
Stephanie
Deandra Dottin, uh,
Stephanie Taylor and Diana Rotten pulled off.
yes, pulled it off somehow at the end. Like Yeah, that was a brilliant match. So for now it looks certain of England and West Indies going through from that group. From
Unless West Indies lose to Sri Lanka tomorrow.
yeah,
But
yeah,
still,
yeah.
but still, West Indies stand a better chance because
Yes.
uh, they have to play Ireland and lower ranked
Scott.
teams. No,
Sorry,
Scotland. They
Ireland. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ireland and England. So yeah, I think Sri Lanka
England.
have yeah, Sri Lankans have a better chance because the both the big games are done. If they defeat New West Indies, they need to beat Ireland or Scotland. So it is an interesting group. Everybody thought this was an easier group, but this group is becoming more and more interesting as the days go by. And maybe playing in England is giving Scottish and Irish women uh, that home advantage or something. They are really performing well. I think two teams that impressed me the most this tournament are Irish and English women team, right? The way they are playing. I think it looks like they might not have. I think Scotland won one and Ireland has not won anything. But the way they are performing, the performance of theirs are really impressing me. Like it is, it is so good. I think one game that they played against each other, Scotland hands down were far more better. Ireland didn't perform well, but I think after that, the next two games, Ireland showed really good maturity and played really well. So it is an interesting to say it's a really interesting. If I don't know if Scotland men will qualify or not, but there is a brighter chance for Scotland women in T20 World Cup to qualify. So all you Scottish fans, maybe you need to look at your women's team and see if they can make it through.
Yeah, and Boston will enjoy if
Com-
that will happen.
Coming up, I think India has a crucial game against South Africa. If we win that, we almost guarantee our place into the semis.
And one more disappointing team, right? South Africa, where considering
Yeah,
what they have done for past couple of World Cups in both T20 and ODI World Cups, I don't know, something happened with the team. Somehow I feel they're not getting that batting lineup right. Even in ODI World Cup, that is what we felt. Even though they were performing, it always felt that the batting lineup was somehow not working or rejigging well. I don't know if they are trying to experiment a bit or trying to do something new. It'll be interesting to see but
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do next because uh, this is a really crucial game for them. Uh, if they lose it, they're out of the tournament. And
yeah,
I don't know, there is something with that Dicker cap, with Dicker can cap, the thing that they're trying all of a sudden trying to push them up on the order, considering they always played a bit lower than I don't know what they're looking at. It'll be interesting time for South African kid. And thinking
yeah.
Cap is really 36 now at
And
end, and even Chloe Theron is 32. Theron is 32. She might continue, but Cap is at. I think this might be her last tournament. What are you going to do with that number four spot? What are your alternatives? I don't know if they have any alternative in the squad to try, but yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So it is. I don't know. There is something going on with that South African team. I really expected them to perform well. So that is why this group was known as Group of Death, where you have really three strong teams who were performing well going into the tournament. Everybody thought it'll be really difficult to point out which are the two teams that are going to go through. But if I think tomorrow are the two games, right? Two crucial games. I think India, South Africa, and West Indies, Sri Lanka. Both
Sri
those
Lanka,
games
yeah.
will decide you who will be the likely players going through. So yeah, interesting take coming up. A shout out for all the people who are going to watch out. Yep.
So
Any other team? Any other comments on T20 World Cup, Women's T20 World Cup?
no, I think that's all. Mostly.
Yeah. Okay then. All of you like, share, and subscribe the Howzzat Cuz channel. We are going to make more interesting videos. We'll come with a detailed video around T20 World Cup stats and bigger boundaries, as Bhuvan said, bigger than IPL and how it is even with that. So that is what you require maybe for having scores around 170, 180 and make games more interesting. All of that, we will come back with it after the T20 World Cup. We might do a postmortem of stats and players and all of it. Thank you.
You
See you.